Hey gamers, it's been a minute, hasn't it? This week Boss Up is back with its biggest edition yet, a 6-in-1 compilation of every boss from my previous game, Eternia Escape. First up is Vent Boss. This crazed killer robot roams the vents of Eternia Labs, obliterating any foreign objects it runs into. Originally this fight had 3 distinct phases, a chase sequence, a claustrophobic buzzsaw onslaught, and a dashing motorcycle phase. For this fight, I'll be drawing from the buzzsaw phase. I designed his new look with more muted, tank-esque colors to emphasize his violent edge, and I redesigned his screen to look like cheaper lo-fi technology. In-game, I designed his 3 new attacks to create an intense bullet hill with distinct patterns. Once you take down Vent Boss, you'll have to contend with Eternia's second boss, Golly. This imposing automaton was built by the Ancients and brought forward in time to defend the laboratory. Drawing inspiration from Morgan in One Piece, I adjusted his jawpiece to resemble a stony grimace. I also focused on adding detail and realism to his brick texture. This massive machine is ready to fight, so let's show off some of his attacks. Consisting of various slams and punches, this fight never lets up. Next up is Marcus. This galactic playboy is making a stop at Eternia Labs to put on a laser show for his adoring fans, but what he finds instead is one pissed off horse. This design is faithful to the original, keeping his satellite sunglasses and finely tailored suit which orbit around him as he fights. I've upped the detail on his planet face and given him an ethereal glow. Adding him to the game, I've given him various quick pulsing laser attacks to keep Roger on his toes. Try not to get fried. The fourth boss in this gauntlet is Vinny. This semi-organic creature is the only living being native to the lab. With this design, I focused on adding extra detail, making the petals textured and drawing some weird fleshy skin texture on the center and stem of the flower. In-game, the petals rotate around the center, shooting out in various random directions. The player wants to rotate around the center in a big circle to best dodge its rapid-fire attacks. Second to last, the latest in Eternia security technology is the awe-inspiring MaxBot. I unfortunately lost the speed paint footage of this design, so we'll just talk over some footage of his fight. This boss is massive. I designed it to fill up almost the entire screen vertically, even bigger than the original boss. With such a large sprite, it gave me room to create more complex shapes and play with perspective in a more interesting way compared to the original. Like that fight, this boss utilizes 2 supersized versions of the player's attacks, as well as a third screen nuke piloted by the same green thing as the original fight. Finally, we have the man who traveled back in time and taught himself how to build Eternia Labs. This living paradox, known as Just Doctor, has an all-new special appearance for Boss Up, switching out the blue cloak for a snazzy brown jacket and white shirt combo. I also upped the detail of the whole floating head in a jar thing he had going on, giving just a little bit of definition to his features. His fight mixes up a bunch of rapid lightning strikes to keep you constantly moving, giving a brief warning before each strike, culminating in this insane storm, constantly lighting up the whole screen. This fight makes for a threatening challenge to end off the gauntlet. Before I leave you guys, let's show off the final version of the boss rush. Even as the creator, this thing was really challenging. And with that, we've made it to the end. With 6 bosses and a total of 18 attacks, this fight will challenge even the most skilled boss-up players. I was sick for the past 2 weeks, so I've put a lot of time into this boss. Maybe something like 65 hours? Please subscribe and like if you want to support my crazy dev habits, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.